Hi guys, this is a double review. Today we're going to try Baldy's Brown Ale. This is from Adam Walker from London, UK. And this comes in at 5.4%. So I'm going to try that out. After we get this one into a glass, we're going to talk about the mini kegs I've been trying. So let's get this into a glass. Nice bit of smoke there on the opening. It's not a gusher. Thanks God. Let's give it a pour. Seems well carbonated. I'll leave some behind there. The carbonation of this one is massive. As you can see, there's million, trillion little bubbles. And the beer is brown, hazy, with an off-white head, a big head with large bubbles. It smells fruity, estery, malty, sweetness, bread. Okay, let's dive in. Cheers. Thank you so much, Adam, for sending me these beers to try out. And cheers all you for watching. Let's dive in. A lot of carbonation, as I said. Some coffee, chocolate, quite refreshing, and say a thinner body on this one. Fruity. It has quite some yeast esters. It's not like a clean American ale. More like a British character to it. Sweet, but also with quite a bitterness, which balance that out. It's a very nice brew. Don't have much to complain about on this one. Adam obviously knows his shit. If anything, he's the king of maltodextrin. Maybe he should have added some into this. Maybe he did. I don't know. Adam, comment below. I haven't experimented with that so much yet. I actually just added it to one brew. Gonna experiment some more with it. I have some ideas where that will fit in. This is a really nice beer. Let's talk about the keg. When I started brewing, I actually started brewing beer because I was fermenting chilies, making chili sauce. Needed an airlock. So I contacted this homebrewing store, asked them, do you have any containers which I could ferment chilies in? Said he didn't. But I went anyway, thought I would just buy a bung and an airlock and drill a hole in the lid of an ordinary big olive glass jar. When I got there, they had this beer kit where you would make 4 liters of beer, including everything you would need for that, including bottles and everything. Except the water, but we have a lot of water here in Sweden. It was a quite cheap kit, so I bought it. Don't remember actually how much it costed, but it wasn't much. Maybe tops 40 euros or something like that, I think. We're not using euros in Sweden, but I don't think everyone know what the Swedish krona stands in today. So I bought the kit and you have the choice of a beer. I chose a wheat beer. It was a partial extract. You had some steeping grains and you had a bag of DME, some yeast, and they actually sent a full pack of yeast. I think it was Munich. Don't remember. It might have been Munich, or it might have been WB06. And that beer turned out great. Then I just bought some ingredients. They had some other kits, but not with the starter pack, so this was just the ingredients to brew some beer with that kit. And I brewed an American Pale Ale, and I also brewed a porter. So I did 3 batches. All of them was 4 liters. And after that I wanted to step it up, and I decided to do all grain. And I bought myself this brewing system, which actually wasn't that pricey either, but it worked. Now I have been brewing beers 2.5 years, at least after Christmas, so I'm not there yet. Cheers. And I've bottled my beers for quite a while, maybe not in anyone else's measurements, but I did. Then I decided to start kegging, because it was less of a hassle, and there's no way going back to bottling when you are kegged. And if I want to bottle beer, I just bottle from the keg or from the kegerator or whatever. But kegging is the way for me. So I usually brew around 23 liters. A keg fits around 18-19 liters. And that leaves me with about 4 liters of beer every time. Now looking back, my first 3 brews were 4 liters batches, and now I'm throwing away 4 liters of beer every time I brew. And I've tried bottling some of the rest of the beers, but I mostly just throw it away. So I thought I should change that. So I've seen these mini kegs and I tried them out. The mini kegs come with nothing really, just a lid which has a seal. So yes, you could just prime it and ferment it, whatever. And this is the 4 liter. I haven't measured up, but 4 liter version. They also come in 2 liter versions. And the cool part is that you could buy this extra lid, which makes it a full-blown keg. It has the gas release, and it has the out and the in. And if you just hook up a piece of tubing, this is a little bit soft. I would recommend, after using it, going with a harder beer line instead. Just try this once and it worked perfect. But when I heat this up, it became a little bit soft, so I would go with a harder one. But as I said, I had no really issues with it. I just measured it out so it went to the bottom. So I have tried it out and it works exactly like a keg. It's not super cheap, it's not very expensive either. But of course, if you count in that you can fit 18-19 liters in a full keg, and if you would buy these ones instead of kegging, this would cost you a fortune. But if you want to get into kegging, don't have the fridge for a large one, or like me, you have a little bit more every time, maybe as 2 liters or 4 liters. They are really good, and you could even think out the box. You could pressurize this. You could counter pressure fill it from the keg, just with this one, from the keg to the other keg, and take this with you to a party or something like that. And you could, of course, just prime it with sugar, push this lid on, let it sit to ferment and chill it down, and after chilling it down, change it out for this one, of course, with the hose, and hook it up to a kegerator or use a picnic tab or whatever. And of course the normal way with just force carbonate it with a CO2 bottle. But with 4 liters or 2 liters or whatever extra from that brew, you could do something funny with this one. You could add some spices or whatever, some tincture, and try things out before brewing the big batch. So this is not a sponsored video. I paid for this stuff myself, and I bought this from a Swedish retailer, but this you can buy them from China as well, of course, if you want to wait. You know how it is. But I really think this is a great product, and this quality is superb. I will put a link down below to the Swedish retailer which I got them from, but if you're just searching on eBay or AliExpress or whatever, Wish, I think you will find them. But the quality seems so very good, and this is the same model, which is the model the UK guys send around, Flask Gordon version 3, but they have the smaller 2-liter ones. This is highly recommended. The doctor approves. Try this one out. You could do really fun stuff. And when I started brewing, as I said, the 3 brews, which actually 4 liters, I could have started kegging directly. So I think that will wrap up the mini kegs. I will certainly use them in some experiments here on the channel, where we can do some versus with or without, tasting videos and so on. So cheers guys, thanks for watching, and once again thanks Adam, another great beer. Cheers, DrHans out.